I'm only 15 minutes late. I'm actually really proud of myself. I've been having the hardest time getting myself to start in the daytimes. Like, I can't even say morning because when I've been waking up is far removed from morning lately. Hello cafe, hello lurkers. How's everyone doing today? Just give me like a minute to get settled. I literally was just like, I'm gonna start. Wait, I don't have my phone. My phone's my remote for Streamlabs. Fuck. I'm also still drinking my coffee because I didn't want to make you guys wait for me to finish. So if I'm not talking, I'm probably drinking the coffee. Very stressed about moving stuff. I have felt that. I feel like I'm still trying to get settled. And that might just be a me problem. But like, I totally feel that because I did that like a month. Well, now it's been more than a month. Anywho, how's this sound? Is the music too loud before I get into it? Because now's a good time for me to play with sound settings. Alright. New game. Easy mode. I'm just gonna continue, because I know you're probably doing the work and lurk. And I feel like people are gonna slowly trickle in. So I'm gonna power through. If at any point anyone's like, things are too loud, I will fix it. Actually, what is things at? What is things at? I'm here for easy mode. I want to see what the sounds are at. Masters at, okay, so music I already have turned down a ton. I'm gonna turn effects down to like 75. And voice down to like 85. Because I feel like nothing needs to be. Game is slightly loud. Let's do that. We'll probably have to tweak it quite a bunch. Yes, save my changes. Master volume down is good. But, I mean, okay, I just turned down everything individually. I can do that too, though. Much better. Okay. New game. Easy mode. Makes sense. I started playing this, but didn't get very far. So, like, it won't take long before I hit a point where I don't know what I'm doing. Loading screens, where I get to sit and sip my coffee. And you get
5 wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Oh, good grief, cafe. Oh, I have to hit a thing. I thought I was just gonna keep going. Lordy, what character do I want to make? Um... Yeah, I'll go... I think I'll go female. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I'm thinking I was gonna go elf. Because I always love playing an elf. But that's really cool. The godlike. They all look pretty rad, I know, right? Let's go with that. Oh, and then there are sub-races. That's cool. I'm thinking either moon or fire. Oh, death is metal as fuck, but I'm thinking either moon or fire. Kind of? I'm not looking OP. I'm just, this is a casual playthrough, as the tag says. I'm not looking to, like, be a boss or anything. I'm playing on easy mode. This is just gonna be, like, a chill game. So I started playing. So I have I have a character already because I did start playing off stream, and then just kind of dropped it and never went back to it, and decided like if I stream it, it'll force me to actually play. I'm leaning towards moon. I like both moon and fire though; they're both pretty cool, but I'm leaning towards moon. Alright, yeah, we're gonna go that. We're gonna go with that then. Did it? Okay. Okay. That. Name them blue, because then they're blue moon. Race. What dost thou want? Ooh. Not many games give me monk as an option. I'm just saying, like, that's pretty great. I probably am not gonna want to go fighter. Because I tend to like being a magic user. That's cool. Druid. I don't think we're gonna go ranger because I'm a that was the other character I made, which I'm probably gonna still play around with a little bit. I know I said, like, I'm not gonna be a fighter because I like my magic, but I also like my rogues. Wolfie, welcome in! Yeah, I'm torn between rogue, druid, priest, I think would be, although, like, the monk's really cool too. I like spells. I'm so torn because I would like something with spells. But I also... Cafe, I feel called out. Why are you calling me out on my own channel? Looks at my posture. Yep. Yep. Definitely a buy here. Definitely a buy. Y'all, when I get a webcam and you can see how terrible my posture is, I'm gonna be getting so many posture checks. Sit up straight. Never mind. Yeah, no, there's nothing straight about this channel. the LGBT tag is on there for a reason. Lordy. Do I want to be a rogue or do I want to be a spellcaster? Because I like my spells, but I also do like my rogues. General, the gator is reaching unprecedented levels in here. Yeah, with the crew that we've got, probably. Me and Cafe alone. Someone that I follow today was asking for LGBT streamers to follow, and my first two thoughts: one was a member of Rainbow Arcade, and someone had already recommended everyone from that group, and the other was Cafe. And then I was like, oh, I guess I'm also a bi streamer too. Anywho, I appreciate you too. In fact, Salmon Deer was right behind him for me. Yeah. I haven't... I swear I have, like, object permanents were, like, out of sight, out of mind, because, like, I haven't seen Deer stream in a while, so I just, like, didn't even think of them. Like, I definitely have some object permanence issues going on. Sips coffee. Debates. I feel like I'm gonna regret rogue, but I also really want to be a. I'm always a rogue. I'm always a rogue. Stop being a rogue. Yeah, that's the thing. Is Deer had to go on a pretty long hiatus, and they're like starting to kind of get back, but it's not. Life is kind of making it so they can't really have a schedule. They just stream when they can, which is rough, especially because like if I don't, I have like a digital post-it on my laptop of like everyone's schedules for the week, and if you're not on there, there's a really good chance I'm just like not gonna be there. They are back to Captain Underpants Saturdays. Okay, that's good to know that like Saturday's the thing. Minty is amazing. Yeah, okay, so at least I know Captain Underpants Saturdays are back. That's good to know. Although Saturdays get kind of wild because like after February, I think things will even out again. But for now, Danganronpa doesn't have a set time it ends. It just ends when we get to a certain point in the game. So, like, I think we're going to be finished with Danganronpa at the end of the month, based on, like, kind of how she's been doing things. And then if she goes back to, whatever the next game is, if she goes back to, like, a kind of more solid 8 o'clock is my end time, then I'll be able to plan a little better. Because it used to be, like, she'd end at 8, and then I'd jump over to Connor and maybe like 1 or 2 other people are streaming at the same time, and I'd like rotate around them. And now it's just like, well, I'm at Danganronpa until Danganronpa ends, and I maybe lurk on Minty's because now that they're doing Dragon Age, it's easier to lurk because I've played the game several times already. Whereas like, I think it was Homestuck was Saturdays, and it's really hard to lurk on a Homestuck stream. Wolf, that's exactly what, honestly, like, so I have my desktop that I'm streaming off of, and I have a laptop, and I have an iPad, and you don't count as a viewer for more than 3 streams anyway. So that's exactly what I need to be able to, like, support the max number of people. So I will do, like, someone's on the desktop, someone's on the laptop, someone's on the iPad, and maybe, like, the iPad's on really low, and I'm only really, like, watching and not listening, but that's exactly what I do, is just watch people on multiple screens. And there have been so many times where I'm like on like 2 streams at like Saturdays is a really good example. Saturday the same time Word Fangirl is streaming, Noel Mass has been going through Last of Us, and I've been lurking on that while I'm moderating for Word Fangirl, and I'll see, there will be like 1 or 2 people that I'll see on both, just like me. Like, we all do it. If we have the ability to, we do anyway. Cafe, you really want Hitty to be a command, don't you? I will add it. I will add it just for you. I have too many commands, but I will add a Hitty command just for you. Because you really want it. Alright, I need to pick a character. I need the... Let's go! Because it's fun. Debating priest. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna say when the command happens. It's just gonna, like, one day the command will work and it'll be like, holy cow, it worked! There are some things I should get better about announcing though. Like, I added a bunch of sounds to the soundboard, and I don't think I ever told you guys. Like, especially, like, there were 1 or 2 that Cafe requested that I added on, and then never actually said I added them. I'm slowly collecting all of the sound clips that Dr. Andy has made, I think. I keep forgetting to remind people I have the soundboard. That's a mood, too. I think when I added mine, it was like an afterthought. I was wrapping up a stream and realized, oh wait, I didn't tell you guys at the top of the stream that I added this thing, and then I got a couple people played with it while I was trying to close out, and it was like chaotic as fuck. Okay, I'm gonna go with Priest. I have recently become very enamored by Clerics, even though it used to be my least favorite class, and I think this is gonna be cool. Some stuff will go work out when the Legendary Edition drops for sure. I'm not gonna be, like, y'all know I'm not.
And find out.
Oh, heck! Thank you for the bits, Cafe! Yeah, I added that one recently. Y'all know I'm not buying the Legendary Edition, but I'm very excited about it for everyone else, and I'm very excited to watch everyone stream Mass Effect. That one is one of my favorites too. That's why I added it on. Because it's delightful. And I feel like I wanted to add ones that not just that I liked, but also that I thought would actually get use. And I felt like that one was definitely gonna get some use. Alright. What god? Excuse me. God of Dreams sounds interesting. I haven't played Emmy in over 5 years. As soon as I realized the intro scene for the Normandy is getting an upgrade, I literally couldn't avoid admitting that buying it. That's fair. Yeah, there are different deities. That's really cool, right? So, y'all know I am currently doing my first playthrough of Mass Effect. So anyone lurking, no spoilers for Mass Effect, especially the third game, which is the one I'm on. But I haven't gotten super far in 3 yet. Let's see, let me think. I've done the intro stuff. I've collected a couple companions. But I'm not super far in it yet. We can talk about it in Discord. Oh, thank you for the raid, Yee! Welcome in. Hello, raiders. I was just gonna say there was no sound for the raid, but thank you for that follow, Shark of the Red Sea. Thank you for the shout out, Cafe, because I was just gonna ask you. Thank you for the follow, Cloud. Hey guys, let's see, what were you playing? Oh, you were doing fitness. You were doing a fitness stream. That's awesome. Hope it was good. So we are doing Pillars of Eternity. It's my first full playthrough. So, no spoilers. No backseating unless I ask. Call me Shark of the Red for short. Awesome, will do. So I'm making my character right now. I was just about to choose that as Magud. And we sweated so much noise. Okay, I have 15 points to distribute to things. Yeah, new game. I was playing Civ on Fridays, but Civ has a bug with the domination route that I was doing, and I hit a wall, and I decided that I didn't feel like slogging through. So, new game, who dis? Also, there's 1 or 2 people that have been requesting Pillars for a really long time, so I figured I'd finally give it to them. So Fridays going forward, our first play Fridays, we're going to do Pillars 1 and 2. And then we'll see after. I have like a whole backlog. I could do... I've never played any of the Baldur's Gate games. I have like Torment. I started to play through and never finished. I could... Civ 6. I've never done. Thank you for gifting that Shub. I almost combined Shark and Sub. Thank you for gifting that sub, Shark. I appreciate it. So yeah, we're doing. I have a sub goal that goes to the beginning of March, like March 3rd, I think, because I'm trying to unlock another emote slot. It's a toothy sub, Munchkin. You're welcome. So yeah, enjoy your subscription and your owlbear emotes. I can say words today. And I have someone working on a new one that's Dragon Age appropriate, since I mostly play Dragon Age on here. I can't wait. Cafe has seen a preview. Everyone else has to wait. New Munchkin emotes! Yes, so I have 2 I'm working on, but to get unlock 2 slots, I would need 50 subscribers, and that's a lot. So I might do the other one as a bit emote instead. I need to distribute my stuff, and I'm assuming I'm assuming I need a lot of might. Con's always helpful. Dex is recommended apparently, and intellect is recommended. Okay. So let's do... Actually, let's go one more to might. Let's go one more to intellect. And oh, resolve was also recommended for priest. Dang it. I need to do this differently. Yeah, that's probably good. I hope that's good. I mean, I could also get... Yeah, no, I feel like that's a good spread. I go eat dinner, I'll be back. Have a great dinner. I go get dinner, I'll be butt. Oh, butt spot, be nice to the new people. Lordy. So yeah, thank you for that. Like, enjoy your foods. I think this is the spread. You've gifted a sub to a bot. That's the silliest thing that's happened to this channel, I think. Bots are people too. Wait. Botspot, enjoy your emotes? Okay, enjoy dinner. I appreciate you. Right. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, resolve is for like concentration. I think this is good. Here's hoping. Yeah, well, I don't have enough points. What would you... Wolf, Real talk. What would you bump down to give one to con? Because there are 4 stats that they recommend be high for priest. Take a point out of might. Might is damage and healing and fortitude. Let me see how much that actually does. It literally... Well, I guess it just... It equates to the same fortitude, and then damage goes down, endurance goes up. I guess that works. Cause yeah, I had 15 points and I had 4 stats that I was supposed to focus on. So that was my problem there. Like, I would almost never do this low perception either. Like, that feels not great either, but we'll see. Culture, there's so much. There's so much in this character creator. It's intense. That would give me resolve +1. That one gives me dex +1. Oh, it also changes their outfits. That's cool. I could do Living Landside, get that might back. Yeah. That is a name. I don't know which one to choose. I also am very torn about, like, do I choose based on how they look or what stat you get for it? Because you also get a different plus to your to a stat. So that would up my resolve to 14. Which honestly might be a good thing. That one ups my dex. I don't know that I need that upped. That one also ups my resolve. That one ups my con, which we were worried about before. That one gives me that might back that I lost. Outfits in the chat. Yep. Yep. I know. Very torn. Very, very torn. I'm leaning towards getting that resolve up. Which I think there are 2 options for. Yeah, there are 2 options for, and I'm leaning towards that one. But then, like, getting might back up or getting con up are also nice. And I like the outfit for this one the best too, I think. So this is the one I'm leaning towards. It gives me a stat we were concerned about, and it's a cool outfit. Or doing might Well, go for that one, right? Right? Again with a different character. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah. Background. There's so much. Lore +2. Troublemaker. I'm thinking Scholar, maybe. I'm thinking Scholar. I like nerdy characters. Colors. I actually kind of like it the way it is now. Scholar does also fit a priest. Ooh, you can change the head too. Honestly, I kind of like this one the best, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that one. Which I think is the same portrait Womble uses. That weapon is wicked cool, yeah! There's 99 portraits, but it's for literally every race and sub-race. So the only ones that really fit for our girl are that and that. So I'm going with that one. There's more! There's so much! This entire stream is character creation, guys. I hope you're cool with that. We might get like a quest in.
Oh? Leading the way.
Oh, I'm choosing my voice now.
Sharp eyes and keen ears.
Mystic's cool.
Now I am leader of the group. Duh! Keeping quiet. I'll lead the way. Sharp eyes and keen ears.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with... I think we're gonna go with the Mystic. Alright, chat! Alright, chat! Are we ready? I know Cafe already put in a vote for a name, but this is where you get to help me name my character. Anyone with name suggestions, throw them in there. What we want to name our character? I'm gonna let it just sit for a minute while I finish my coffee and you guys think about it. And if I don't get anything... Oh, Wolf. Guys, I appreciate the puns. I don't know if I want my character's name to be a pun. Crescent for moon. Yeah. See, that's a pun that's not obviously a pun until you do the whole thing. That one I like better. But the, like, super, like, smack you in the face puns, not necessarily. I'll do them for, like, my dog in Dragon Age, because it's funny, but, like, for... Crescent's also a very good name. That one is a high contender. I will let people put in other suggestions while I finish my coffee that's getting cold. But I do like Crescent a lot. That's a good one. like that too. I think I would shorten it to just Luna though. That's funny that you went Dominium. I was actually thinking just Luna. Because Luna, lunar, moon. I'm liking the moon names. I'm liking the moon theme. I like the direction we're heading. Should we name her Luna? I could do a poll. I could do a poll Luna versus Crescent. But I think Luna might be a solid choice. Moon of Jupiter. What do you think? Should we go Luna? I've been streaming for 50 minutes now. And only the first couple of minutes were me chit-chatting, so this has been all character creation. Character creation is serious business. It's the character that's going to represent you for the rest of the game. So here's what I'm gonna do. I think my two favorites, unless anyone's got any like last minute additions, I think my two favorites are Luna and Crescent. So I'm gonna do like a 2-minute poll and use that 2 minutes to take a break. And then when I come back, I'll see what the results are, and that'll be the name we go with. I don't want a prediction. I want a poll. Tide pool incoming. Yeah, well, if that's the case, then I'll be the tiebreaker. And I know what I'm leaning towards. I like them both, but I do definitely have, like, what I am leaning towards. I'm also going to allow chaos to happen. Yeah, we'll go with that. I'm gonna let you guys use chaos coins to vote for something more than once. Oh, you have to do both. Okay. Kemsey, welcome in. Real quick, we are now doing a 2-minute poll for what we're naming our character. And I'm taking a 2-minute break while you guys fight about it. Be nice to each other while I'm gone. I have acquired hydration. What chaos hath we wrought? Crescent won by 1 vote. And Cafe contributed 200 channel points. Which is not as chaotic as I thought it would be. And I'm going to catch up on chat real quick and then I'll name her. Kemsey is a little tired. I'm sorry, I am also kind of a little tired. I'm glad you're doing well, though. Everyone's so busy working. Alright, so we voted for Crescent. Correct? Correct. Oh no. I spilled while I was making my... So, I have these, like, mixer things to add to water. And the one that I'm drinking is cherry, and I accidentally squirted some everywhere, and so my hands had red, like, cherry concentrate on it, and it looked like they were covered in blood. It was really weird. But we're good now. Alright. Crescent it is. And we are done. I think we're done. Character creation. Yes. We are done with character creation. So, the intro showed that we were part of a caravan that's like stuck for the night. Let's see. The caravan master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you are planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods towards a looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who would be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the caravan master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
This music is also making me think of CR Kemsey. That's because Matt's been using Pillars of Eternity since, like, practically day one. It was one of the first things that he got permission to use. Will I get a DMCA for this? We'll see. This is I haven't played this game, but it's one of my favorite soundtracks. I didn't know this game before I knew CR. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I got introduced to the music through CR. And honestly started looking into the game because of CR. Because especially when Pillars 2 came out and the cast were all promoting it because they all did voices for it. That made me go, ooh, that's really cool. I want to play that. I guess I should play one first. I bought them both. I haven't played either. I know it's the game audio, but so is Dragon Age. And I get muted all the time. I haven't gotten, like, a takedown for it. But my streams get muted almost every week. I feel bad for anyone who can't catch me live, because this is also part of the reason why I try to download them right away and put them on YouTube, because since my YouTube isn't monetized, they don't care. So I try to throw the VOD on YouTube. So that way people can see it not muted because almost every week I get muted for something. Because you're right. It's the game audio. I shouldn't. If I'm allowed to play the game, I'm allowed to play the sound in the game. Twitch's answer is basically turn off the music in the settings and play it without music. And I'm like, the music's one of the best parts of the game. Why would I do that? Anyhow. I think the best thing to do is ask where to find
They grow on a
berries.
bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
What are those ruins?
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear. Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much. Not if you hurry about your business. And not if the weather holds up.
There's concern in his tone, but he does not elaborate. What kind of weather do they get out of here?
This time of year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a beawick, born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never cared to.
What are these huge rocks coming up out of the ground?
They don't got Audra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
I'll go see about those berries.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
Gee, thanks. He scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman who has spent the journey's nights sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
The woman looks up on her own time. She needs to find some spring berries. Watch that she doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
I have the tutorials up because I probably need them. Okay, that I know already. That I knew already. Some of the stuff I know already. I am going to save. Now that I've done that dialogue. And I assume I want to go.
Certainly. I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Oh, we found... We found a thing. Oh, we have to... Another game where we have to fight wolves. I'm just checking what my spells are since I don't know yet. New character, do this. I guess you're just right. So basically, thanks, Yi. Have a good workout. Oh, gonna work now. I was like, workout? Didn't you just do that? Gonna work now. Good luck with work. And you redeemed a stretch on your way out. Right on. I will put the screen up here so I can do the stretchy. Even though I did just take a break, so I don't need to stretch too much, but people demand stretches. Also, the ever important quick save. Oh, I wanted everyone to do.
Oh? Yes.
What's
Certainly. This is it.
Oh, there we go. We found the berries. Yes, always save. I am a compulsive saver. Word around campus if you got a lot of knowledge tucked away. What kinds of things did you study before you came here? How is it you happened to come here? Let's see. They wouldn't give me the freedom to study what I wanted. It was a waste of time. My teachers were hedge witches. Broke a few rules and they expelled me for it. I think one. They wouldn't give me the freedom to study what I wanted. Hazard of lifestyle, I suppose. You had to expect it was a possibility, no matter how much you didn't want it to be that way. Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Ridrick's offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You here to settle like the rest of the lot? I hadn't given it much thought. No harm in that. Might as well see the place first. So you must have some other plan in mind for coming this way. Just looking for some adventure, or I have no idea. think just looking for some adventure. You should hook up with an expedition. Some of the bigger towns send regular groups out to unexplored places, long as you don't mind a little danger. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Odima will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Tell me about yourself. I've got simple needs. I like open skies and far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. My family wanders too. We started in Deerwood, but my parents ended up in the Living Lands. I've got a brother in I cannot pronounce that, in Ratau, and another in Adir. My sister in Gilded Vale. She's the only real homebody. Why are you here? My sister moved out here some time back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried, but that's how she always is. This time, though, she asked me to come out, and that's got me a little worried. I haven't seen her in ages. Been doing guide work, but I'd do anything for her. She's a much better woman than me, so I'm here and we'll see. Odima I've worked with before. He doesn't usually drive a route this way, but he's doing it for me. What can you tell me about Deerwood? I'm not much for history, but from what I know, it used to be part of the Deer Empire. Broke off after a war some years back. The locals here are feisty, and that's how they like it. I've been out of touch, but I've been hearing weird kinds of things about it lately. People having trouble giving birth, I guess. A lot of them. Been going on for years now. But somehow it's getting worse. With an uneasy tremor in her voice, she adds, I'll have to ask my sister more about it. Alright, let's go back. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfle's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like, when he feels like it. We should check up on him first. Slap him around a little. Stream's just down that way. Come on, let's get you your water. So, yeah, we want to go this way. This path winds through a narrow canyon back the way you came. Grooves
We
in the
shouldn't
road.
stray too far.
Okay, I think it's telling me don't go this way. You see a man wearing simple but mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however, by a ragged tear at the seam of his tunic.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road. Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
And I assume I don't have a ton of money right now. Yeah. Yeah, nothing for now.
Went hunting. At least you left the water skins. Come on. Sparkle? Are you all right?
Sparkle's toe catches on a rock and he collapses forward in a heap. The feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag. Ooh.
Ambush!
Dun dun dun!
Oh?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Why do you have your weapon in your hands? That's pretty good considering.
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
I have to loot these bodies before I go back to camp. Don't you know that?
Certainly.
Yeah, that way.
Oh?
Oh, I should have had her not still. After. That was dumb. Alright, live and learn.
Oh?
you go. Yeah, let's definitely do that. That's your accuracy. And well, if I do see that bonus attack, I will do it. I would do it now. While I
Certainly.
All around you lie the massacred remains of the other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Kaliska puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away some poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stand above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes for bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe, with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognize as Theoden, the last of your caravan left standing. Lay down your arms, trespasser, and do not forfeit this man's life, for a fight you will lose. Your words carry no weight when I have seen the truth with my own eyes. Blood must be paid for this intrusion. So I say again, lay down your arms. Don't trust them, they mean to kill us all! So I can use a couple different skills, or just say we are innocent in this, will you not listen to reason? I'm gonna go with 1. We know the ruin has been entered. We have seen the footsteps, heard the echoes. Now you must answer to the gods. The man frowns and motions as if to swing his axe. Instead, the man cocks his head, intrigued. Of course, but he would not. It is by the command of all the gods that we accept this charge. How do you know? Because it's consistent with their beliefs, or because it's what you were told? The man glares. It has always been known to my people. I see. And what of Galawain's edict that weakness and age must be purged by youth and strength? You think Galawain would want some moldy, crumbling stones to survive long after their builders have turned to dust? I like being the nerd. The man's nostrils flare as he fumes. He would not. He told us otherwise. I'm sure he did. Just, not you personally. But why should that stop you from killing innocents? Distracted, the man's grip falters on his axe handle, and he nearly fumbles it, affording Theoden the moment he needs to dodge out of his swing, which comes too late. Howling with rage, the man charges you instead. Oh, hi. I'm glad it auto-pauses. That is the thing I'm a fan of. What do you have? Ooh, yeah, do that.
How can I help?
Your enemy lies on the ground, unable to rise. His companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good, good. The gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, and where it pierces you, it feels as though it is rending you apart from within. Oh no! Seated against a wagon wheel, amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across chest and bow, Odima's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off of your feet with every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the ledge. Hayden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the base of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers, who had been feigning death, lunges for him and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Theoden lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you, despite the wind from your position. If you were to throw your weapon at the attacker, you would have a good chance of hitting your mark. Yeah. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Theoden loose. Lurching to his feet, Theoden clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Theoden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There is a deep resonance in the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. Dun dun dun!
Was that?
A Bewick. Had to be.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
I am going to save there. Sorry, give me a second. Okay. I was just checking something. Alright. What now? Illness is the least of my worries now, yup. Let's look at our inventory. He's got lockpicks. Oh, so that means he's a Logi. We picked up a couple bows. And armor. Are we wearing armor right now? Okay, we are. We have a breastplate, so that's gonna be better than whatever. Yeah, no, that's better than what we already. She also has armor ready. That's good. How about you? Great. Fantastic. Did I lose my weapon because I threw it? Sure as heck did. I guess I'll use this bow until I find something better. Unless I feel like punching things, which I highly doubt. I think these are literally the same thing. Cool. Well, now what? Crescent, apparently. Yep, pretty much. Also, thank you for the lurk, Wolf. You can switch to new weapon sets by selecting the weapon icon from an individual character's action bar. Dagger, dagger, dagger.
Oh? Hmm? Yes.
Alright, well,
Certainly.
I guess go this way.
That should be far enough. But what now?
Storm has to die sometime.
What happened out there? Kaliska shakes her head. Windstorm, of a kind they only get in Ear Glenfoth. Not too many people live through them, so it's hard to know what's true. The one complaint I have about fantasy, anything like Lord of the Rings type fantasy stuff, is the names. When I read, I literally just like skim them. In fact, I was doing an online book club for Silmarillion. Like that's the only reason I ended up reading it, was because I like got pushed to do it because of that. And their recommendation was, don't get stuck on the names. Just gloss over them, because that's the thing that's gonna wear you down. Thank you for the lurk, Cafe. Anyway, the Glenfathan word is Biawak. To them, it's the gods' way of reaping the souls of the land that couldn't find their own way out. But they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. Still got yours? Who attacked us? Glenfathans. Those would be the hut dwellers Odima warned you about. Look to be Fangs of Gallowayne, who are the twitchiest of the lot. They go ruin to ruin, looking for fights with colonists. Poor Odima. I think he half expected this once we lost the main road. The Glenfathians said we trespassed in the ruins. I don't believe that. Odima would never allow it, but as much as the Fangs are hotheads, Glenfathans don't attack without being provoked. Either they saw something and got the wrong idea, or she glances down the passage beyond. Or there's looters in here with us. That's not something we need right now. What about everyone else in our caravan? Kaliska's lips press together and her chin rumples. Her voice is faint. The wheels got hold of them now. She looks up. Gods grant them better luck in their next lives. You don't seem too upset about all this. Kaliska looks you in the eye, a volatile current running beneath her voice. Maybe you just don't know me enough to know what upset looks like. And maybe I've seen worse too. Seen worse and kept on walking, because there's nothing else to be done. Because there's other people you care about who still need you. Sorry. Let's get going. What direction do I want to go?
Wonder who was here. See if they left anything useful behind.
Camping supplies, that's good. A mace, also good, because I think it's going to be better than the bow. Ooh, difficulty affects how many camping supplies you can have. So that's one way where this is easier. Shield and a torch. Let's see. First of all, I'd rather have that, although I guess I'll put the bow as second. And actually... yeah, no, that's fine. Let's give you that shield too. I think that's everything. Alright. So remember how I was like, I played this, I started playing it, but I didn't get very far? The last thing I did was solving this puzzle. And then I quit. So, yeah. Legitimately.
Those tiles look suspicious. Let's be careful.
So, because I've done that, I do know how to
That
deal with
roundish symbol. I'm pretty sure I saw it on one of the tiles back there.
Also, in my other game, I only had this fighter and not the rogue, which means that I must have let the rogue fend for himself because I didn't want to lose my weapon and lost out on a companion. Oops. Oh, apparently I can't do any of my spell thingies. So I guess just attack. Everybody attack!
Yes.
What's that
Use
muck
this up
on
on
the
limited uses, which I didn't realize. I'll have to like read up on that. Okay. Hey gang, are you coming? Thank you. It's like not everyone was falling for some reason. Now for the annoying bit.
Oh?
This was very tedious.
How can I help?
You gotta take them one at a time, or they end up setting off the trap.
What you need?
And now I go into the great
Fresh air in
unknown.
here. I
Oh,
think we found an exit. Sounds like the storm path, too.
That was fast. Like one hit. Actually, here it is.
I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner. How can I help?
Oh?
Come help your friends.
Oh?
Never mind. He managed on his own. Hello, Vince. How are you? Welcome in. We are doing my first playthrough ever of Pillars of Eternity. We spent most of the stream so far just making a character. We haven't actually gotten too far into the actual game. Other than, like, the setup.
Certainly.
It doesn't look like there was anything here other than a monster. I just woke up somehow. Ah, that's a mood! My sleep schedule is just out the window as well, friend. Like, yeah, you good. So, this week for me, I have lack thereof. Yep. Tuesday I slept till 3 p.m. Wednesday I managed to get up at a decent hour and like catch Word Fangirl's Zelda stream. I almost said Paper Mario and then I remembered, nope, she did Zelda this week. And like figured, Tuesday was a fluke because I stayed up too late the night before. It's fine. And Thursday I like had to push myself out of bed to go to the bank before it closed. Cause long complicated story about our bank being really far away from where we live. And then today, again, like I don't even set an alarm for that early. I set it for essentially getting like 7 hours sleep. Rolled over, went back to sleep. Like 2 o'clock hit, and I was like, well, I have 2 hours until I stream. I really gotta get my ass in gear. But if it weren't for that, I would have easily rolled over for another hour. I have no idea what's going on with me. So, I feel you on the lack of a sleep schedule. Let's see. Oh, this is fun. This is fine. Everything's fine. 4 figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus, an ancient structure of chiseled Aedra of metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colorless as stone, or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. I'll either go to sleep at 10 and wake up at 1 p.m. or go to sleep at 3 a.m. and naturally wake up at 8. That's not how brains work. I wish that's how brains work, because yeah, I'm going to bed around like 3 a.m.-ish, sometimes 4, and setting alarms for like 11 a.m. or noon, which is a full night's sleep. And instead waking up at 2, which is really annoying. I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. The figure closest to the machine stands out among them. A thick gray beard frames a face otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you have ever seen. And he wears a strange black headdress with 2 protrusions that jut out like the wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth, and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
Oh gosh, oh heck. This is fine. Weird ancient magics are happening, this is fine. I love how we're just standing here watching, like... For real though, I don't know what I would do any different. Like, I feel like I would also just be standing there in the shadows going, oh, what? For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet and the air is still. Then, all at once, it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with adra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end, a great pillar of adra pierces the floor from below, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus, much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions. Pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered, or... At the base of the pillar now, you see a man with a thick gray beard and ceremonial robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You are walking towards him now at a pace that is hurried while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. Oh gosh, oh heck, oh gosh! You awaken to find your malaise has broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tick. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figures at the machine stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. Hyoden and Kaliska lie bloody on the uneven cobbles, their bodies twisted unnaturally in death. Oh no! Oh well. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Veil may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. Click that icon on their portrait to level them. I am going to leave it on the screen for a minute while I take a very quick bio break, and then we will level up and proceed. Alright, I have returned. Oh gosh, oh heck, it's Vince! Yes, it is! We have leveled up. My allergies have been kicking my butt today. I can... Oh, I have 6 points. And... my lore's already pretty high, so I'm gonna leave that for now. Definitely want some survival. So let's do like 2 points to survival. 1 to athletics. Actually, let's do 2 to athletics. Oh, I've used all my points. That's fine. Wombo! Welcome in! We spent most of the stream making our glorious character Crescent that you see before you. Did the opening in the camp and the ruins and leveled up. That's all you missed. Look at our girl! Isn't she amazing? I love her. She's a priest, as you can see. Yeah, the moon god, like, I'm really liking her aesthetic. No new class unlocks. And I think I'm done. Oh, no. We're at Talons. Her name is Crescent, which Cafe did. Drum is a moon godlike as well, so this is awesome. Yes, I'm actually using the same portrait you are, too. Dream a butt. Oh man, there's Oh, you give me too many choices and I don't know what to do. Yeah, priest. All my you think my do you think my level ups in Dragon Age are long? I at least know what I'm doing in Dragon Age. It's gonna take forever to level these characters up. What god goddess do you follow? I don't remember the name, but it's the one of dreams. Whichever one that is. Ooh, burn damage from Holy Radiance sounds frickin' boss. Maybe that. Leveling up and this can be, oh god, what do I do sort of thing. Yeah. And yeah, I think you're right on the god, because it said... Yeah, it says it right there. I kind of like the Brilliant Radiance. Although, that might be good too, since it's kind of what I'm rocking right now. I want everything. I want everything. Can I have it all? Please and thank you. It says remaining 0. Did I accidentally pick something? Because it definitely had a 1 there before. I'm confused. I am puzzled. I mean, I guess, whatever, I guess I just finish and look at my character stats and see what I have, and if I don't like it, I can go back? But yeah, I was just looking through stuff, and all of a sudden, at some point it stopped saying I had a point for a talent. Which has me confused. Because I can't tell where the point went to. But whatever. What did I take? What the heck did I take? Holy Radiance. Possibly. I'm not sure. What was my last save point? Not that I want to like go back too far, but it's like quite a while ago. I could save and go to the autosave and see where it pops me at, and then if I don't like it, just go back to the save. Because I'm very confused about that that talent. How do I do that? Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna do a new save. I can always go back and go back to this. I'm curious what this autosave pops me back to. Because, yeah, I feel like it just kind of gave me a talent. And I wasn't... Okay, yeah, so I'd have to redo that whole cutscene, but otherwise I don't think I'd have to do too much.
Certainly.
So yeah, I'm just gonna power through this real quick and do that level
Oathbinder
up
bear
again,
witness, and your brother has done his...
because I feel like it gave me a talent that I didn't mean to take. And I couldn't figure out how to undo it, or what it even gave me. So yeah, I'm just gonna speed through this because we've seen it already. I have to remember what I gave everything to, though. I think I gave 2 to survival, 1 to athletics. No, I think I gave 2 to survival and 2 to athletics, maybe? That looks about right. And then, yeah, I had a talent point. I don't know what it gave me, but I'm taking that one. Done, and now I'll do a real... Now I'll save again. Over that one. Hey guys, I'm really sorry that you all died. I need your stuff. What else? Where should I go? Now that my party's dead, where should I go? Death means I get your loot. It's in the contract you signed. Pretty much. Which actually, come to think of it, just checking to see what I have. Put that. What was that? Oh, the chest is. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So, like, all the stuff from the party throw in the chest here? Okay. Good to know. Thank you, Wobble. I'll keep one of the torches on me, though. Thank you, Womble resident pillars expert over here. You're like almost done with this game, right? If I remember correctly. Vessel flesh. Sorry, what? Oh hi, it's all dream sequencing. That was fun. Still got a few things to do and gotta complete the DLC, so still a while because this game takes a bit to finish. Yeah. Cool, 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 cool. I'm always lurking on Tuesdays. So I feel like I simultaneously have been watching you this whole time and also not really at all. So I guess yes.
Shall we get some shut-eye?
I still have my camping stuff, right? Or did I lose that somehow? So I guess I should be finding a place to camp. Because I just traveled for 6 hours. Which I don't entirely know how that works. Oh, there we go. Camp. Should I camp where this dead body is? Oh, how convenient. I'll quick save before I do that. Yeah, that's good. nothing bad happened as far as I can tell, so that's good, right? I guess there's nowhere to go there. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, here, I guess. There we go. Like, I don't know where I'm going. Still don't actually know where I'm going. I don't know, there doesn't seem to be anywhere to go, and I know I'm supposed to be going to the Gilded Vale. I don't, well, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing now, is the thing. Like, it says cross the Vale Wood, and eventually I'm supposed to be getting to Gilded Vale. But, so I'm in the Vale Wood right now. And I don't know how to, I don't know where I'm supposed to be, what I'm supposed to be doing next. So you have to go through it to the other side, but like, there doesn't seem to be anywhere to go. You know? Like, that's where my confusion is. It's a cliff. Am I supposed to be going here? Oh wait, I think I'm figuring it out. Okay, I think I'm figuring out where I'm supposed to be going. Think. Go up? Or am I supposed to go? Yeah, I just didn't okay, I'm good now. Cool. Yeah, I just didn't realize that that was not, I thought that was just like a place I couldn't go. I was confuzzled. I am less confuzzled now. Oh. South Okay. Now I can get where I'm going. Yeah, it's really confusing because it looks like your path is blocked, but it's just you have to go around. I appreciate your assistance. I was gonna say, where's Kimmy when you need her, but she's getting ready to stream right now. Is where she is. Quick save complete. Alright, so here is where we at. And I need help because I'm sick. Oh, I needed that map. There's an inn. That's a road. Do I want the inn? Or I guess I'll just head in a direction. Who are you? Um?
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
The tree is creepy AF. Yeah. Been lurking since the raid, just got back from buying firewood. How's the stream going? Well, thank you for your lurking. Hope you're having a good Friday. Stream's been good. We're just kind of getting started. I mean, the stream's been going over 2 hours, but I mean, like, I feel like we're just starting to get into it, you know? The only answer you hear is the buzzing of flies from the tree. Oh, jeez.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever conceived a Hollowborn child?
Can't see my face, but I'm making a face.
Are you absolutely certain? Lord Raderick has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village. I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst.
He steps to the side and inclines his head ever so slightly toward the deformed tree.
His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here. Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak.
Well, fuck.
Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all. But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. It's important that everyone in Gilded Vale understand our rules. You'll want to mind where you mentioned that trespassing is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. Wrath have mercy, we certainly have. Maybe so. Like I said, it's best to stay away from those sorts of places. I forget that you foreigners do not have this curse in your homelands. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon the Deerwood for almost 15 years now. Children born without souls. Pitiful dumb things that breathe barely, but do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are a disease. Some say they are a punishment from the gods. In truth, no one knows, but they began spreading after the Saints' War, and so the name Waidwin's legacy stuck in honor of that fell, blasphemous pretender. His voice shakes with vitriol. I see. Bye-bye.
Keep out of...
Listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed. 3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
What do you mean? You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy is struck at the heart of Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of Barath must be redoubled. He sets his stay gaze on you. Does this affect the Lord's offer to new settlers? I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest. The inn, or a stable for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will know more soon enough. Farewell. Wow, look! I guess go to the inn, which is here. Here. I love how it's freeze framed on her, like, mid-step, looking like she's leaping. You see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and shopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hands for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
What's going on? One of the other men points at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused. Mocking us even while he shelters in our village just goes to show you what these fancy Adir manners are worth. We don't take to that kind of treatment, not from foreigners, especially not from Dirans. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing any of these names, but...
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Fie, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
That's not the accent I expected from him.
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
That's where you're wrong.
This is unnecessary. Wouldn't you rather be inside drinking than out here arguing? It sounds suspiciously like you're defending him. Oh, jeez. Guys! I'm not defending him. I'm just trying to be helpful. Right then. I guess we fight. Can I? Take a Townsburg and start attacking. Murder the local populace. I mean, I wasn't trying to, but they attacked me, so.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
I'm glad I could help.
Courtesy is a rare pleasure in these parts. though your accent suggests that you are no more local than I.
He straightens his hood, and you note the remains of fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, but the leatherwork beneath it is sturdy and fine.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvisor, at your service.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I am grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here?
I was traveling with a caravan, but we were separated near some ruins. Hello, Matt Mercer.
In Gwithan Ruins? Oh, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. And half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
Several hooded figures operating a strange machine.
You do manage to find yourself in rather interesting predicaments.
Lord have mercy. What are you doing in Gilded Vale?
An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
I've been experiencing strange things of late. I'm looking for an expert on souls.
Indeed. The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists, and he has rid himself of them almost as desperately.
I expect that such expertise would be best sought elsewhere. Just how did you manage to cross those three drums?
I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
You did make a rather lewd suggestion regarding one of the aggressors and his own sister. Ah, that. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily after a few pints, and the accent doesn't help. I see. For which I am grateful. Let's discuss something else, shall we? You don't exactly look like a settler.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
I should get going.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
So do I. Let's go then.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
And dialogue. Points. All he has is just a lot of lore. Let's give you a point to survival. Let's give you... Let's level up your lore entirely. Spells. I get one. Thank you for that alert, Quamble. think I'm gonna go with that. Talents. I got one. Definitely gonna go with a class thing, I'm thinking. I think that one. Curious what's in the end. We are going to wrap it up in a bit, probably like 15 minutes is my goal. Multiple people that I would be cool rating all start at 7, so that's my goal. Although I am curious. Streaming, it's weird because Wednesdays I have like almost no options. I usually end up rating the same person every Wednesday because they're the only one streaming. And today, I usually feel like Friday for the time I end, the best option for me is Minty. And today I saw Jax announcing that they were going to be streaming today. I was like, great, maybe I'll rate them. And then I remember that both Word Fangirl and Kimmy are streaming at 7. And I was like, oh no, there's too many good people streaming today. What do I do? Let's talk to this villager. Or not. Let's talk to the innkeep.
Greetings.
Please sit where you like. Would you like a drink or a room? We have 2 available at the moment. I'm afraid we can't offer much by way of a good meal today. I could use some reliable help. Do you know of anyone looking for work? Well, I wouldn't say I can speak from experience, but we do have certain sorts coming by looking for work from time to time. If you want to hire someone on, I'd be happy to send them your way. Talk to people?
Yes,
Actually.
certainly.
Just random villagers. The guy that's just labeled drunkard is probably fun. Huh. You guys have names. I need a quick save. And then I'll get to do that again. You see a group of young men standing around a makeshift practice target. This man stands in the middle of them, Explaining the construction and use of a bow, he holds it up, pointing out each part as he speaks about it and what it does. He then walks away from the target, telling them to remain where they are, and takes his place about 200 feet away. He carefully lines up his shot, explaining what he is doing as he does, and lets the arrow fly. He hits the target dead center, much to the surprise and delight of the boys near it. He smiles, walking toward the boys, talking about proper stance and how to most effectively hold a bow. A noise comes from the tree line near their practice venue and he stops, scanning the woods, blue eyes squinting against the sun. A shadow moves, making its way through the forest behind them. He draws an arrow and lines up the shot, carefully tracking the motion of the hidden creature. Loosing the arrow, he wastes no time and quickly grabs another. The boys spin, watching the arrow fly into the forest, immediately lost among the trees. There is sudden explosive movement in the undergrowth as a deer erupts from the tree line, running across the edge of the clearing. The boys laugh, turning to joke with the man about his lousy shot. They stop talking, seeing him holding the bow and leading the deer with a knocked arrow. They drop to the ground as he looses this last arrow, which flies true and strikes the deer right behind its shoulder, piercing heart and lungs and dropping it dead almost immediately. The boys stare at the deer for a few seconds and then slowly turn to look at the man, newfound respect in their eyes. He smiles again and breathes a quiet sigh of relief. Holy cow. You see a woman emptying her satchel onto her bed, taking stock of her inventory. Potions, bandages, tinctures, and herbs are scattered throughout her room, haphazardly. She bites her lip, head tilted to the side, considering. She begins to repack one item after the other, careful deliberation undercut by shaking hands. Each item has a clearly marked place, but no matter how she repacks it, she isn't satisfied. The shaking worsens as she empties it out once more, one hand held to her mouth. Tears eke from her eyes as she gives up all semblance of order and shoves everything she can in the satchel, grabbing it and running out of the bare house. Straightening her back, she walks to the docks, chin high, eyes hard and red. A gangly young elf offers his condolences, but she can't see him for the ocean ahead of her. She wanders the docks, offering her services as a doctor to any who will listen, anyone heading out on high tide. Less than an hour later, she watches her childhood disappear in the distance, tiny speck of an island, and tries not to jump. Ooh. Alright then. That was fun. Just gonna kind of wander around the inn, I guess. And then call it a night. See a man soar through the air, hitting a nearby wall with a nauseating crunch. He doesn't get up. His attacker, a burly, clean-cut warrior with a carnivorous grin, turns and shoves his fist into the stomach of another assailant, removing another from the impromptu brawl. The bar is a whirlwind of elbows, knees, fists, and feet, with no end in sight, and he is in his element. In the corner, three smaller men speak quietly, throwing malicious glances at the larger man in the center. He breaks a chair over a tattooed head, cackling. The trio position themselves in 3 parts of the room, and with a terse nod, they charge. Unfortunately for them, the man sees them coming. Something in his eyes burns brightly, and all 3 slump to the ground in an agony that's all in their minds. The burly man bows to remove the unconscious and incapacitated before sauntering out, off-key whistle trailing behind him. That's fun. I found a scroll.
Good day, stranger. This feels like a good place to call it, but I still have like a few minutes left. Let me wander around the village, I guess. Because I don't think any of the people, but you know. This man and woman appear to have been deep in conversation, working at closing 2 bulging satchels. They move to embrace until the woman notices your approach and pauses, her smile faltering a little. Gods keep you.
You 2 seem to be in a hurry. Yes, I imagine so. We're packing for a trip, actually. I've been meaning to visit Defiance Bay, and, well, in truth, I think I've had my fill of this town. It's time for some new scenery. Is there anything you can tell me about Gilded Vale? Only that you'll want to be moving on as soon as you can. You'll have seen the tree, I imagine, but the rock goes deeper. If you were looking for work, I'd say you have a better chance of it elsewhere. We're headed for Defiance Bay ourselves. All right.
know there's more grain in there, Trumbull. We won't settle for scraps while you grow fat on our crops. Muffled shouting emerges from inside the mill. The first of you drunkards comes through that door gets a shot between the eyes. Gods hear me. I'll put you down like a dog. Come away for now, lads, but we'll be back. And we'll have fair prices, or by the flame we'll have a reckoning. Investigate. Milvaman stands before you, his relatively stocky build suggesting a life of labor. His face is pale and drawn, and his eyes wide. Behind him, a younger man and woman exchange worried glances. Get back if you value your life. I need to get my resolve up. I'm not here to hurt anyone. Who are you? I thought you could use some help. Those people out there seemed pretty angry. Really? I could use a friendly face. I take it you heard some part of what that crowd's asking for. Grain, as if I've got it all tucked away somewhere. Swainer's been egging that lot on for days now. They've been keeping clear so far, but if things keep on like they are, I don't know how much longer we've got before things get messy. Please, if you're not here on his behalf, maybe you could speak to him. He won't listen to me anymore. Just explain that we're all getting smaller rations now. We're all making sacrifices. I gained 46 experience. I had some other questions. Nah, I'll be going. Dang, lots of dialogue options. Yeah. It be an RPG. And Kimmy is live. So I'm going to call it here, because that's what I was waiting for. And we're gonna go raid Kimmy. Save game. Save game. Oh wow, everyone's going live. Alright. Thank you everyone for joining me for the first Pillars of Eternity stream! We're gonna continue this next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, 4 p.m. Eastern. If you aren't already following me on Twitter, that's the Twitter. If you're not already in the Discord, I'm gonna update everyone on where I'm at in Mass Effect 3, because we were talking about before, but I didn't want to get too spoilery. And oh, also, I don't know if they're still here or not, but my friend for the week is Kemsy, who's gonna be doing their first stream ever on this Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern. I do not know if I'm honestly going to be awake at 10 a.m. on a Sunday, but I'll go give it the good old college try. I don't know what that accent was either. Holy cow. Yes, Kemsy's going to be streaming! Woo! So, give them all our love. We are going to be raiding Kimmy, who... Oh, gosh, oh heck, what is Kimmy playing today? I know. I know it. Give me a second. Let me check, because it's on her Discord. First half of Little Nightmares. So that's who we're gonna raid. And I will see everyone tomorrow. Thank you. I will see everyone tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern, assuming I can wake up, because I've had a really hard time getting my butt in gear. We're gonna play Hades. And it's gonna be fun. Gonna thirst for some gods. Alright. Raiding time. Start raid. Thank you again, everyone, for joining me. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. And enjoy. I'm really excited about continuing this. It's so far is a very fun game. Great. Thanks again, guys. Last thing. You know the drill, but hearts and hypes for the Kimmy when we get in there. If you have mine, great. If not, any general heart will do. Take care, everyone. Bye!